That sound game is a fast-paced, interactive, and very noisy party game. The goal is to get your team to guess as many answers on the category cards as they can in 1 minute. Use any combination of sounds and movements, but your hands must be behind your back. Inside the box, you will find 325 category cards, 16 Lifeline cards, 1 dice, 1 1-minute timer, 1 marker, 1 reusable scorecard, and 1 lowdown card that can be used to remind you of the important rules of the game. Set it up. To set up the game, shuffle the cards and separate them into 5 categories. Place them face down. Divide into a maximum of 4 teams, with at least 2 players on each team. The more people on a team, the more enjoyable that sound game is. Each team gets 4 lifelines, 2 uncuff me and 2 steal. To decide which team goes first, the last person to have received a noise complaint becomes the first sound master. If no one in the group has had a complaint, pick who is most likely to get one. The game is now ready to start. Let's play. The 5 categories in the game are action, the process of doing something; incident, an instance of something happening, like an event or occurrence; the P's, people, places, and personas; nature, naturally forming occurrences, including plants, animals, and landscapes; and object, a material thing of any size that can be both seen and touched. The sound master rolls the dice to determine the category of the round. Then they take the card from the corresponding category pile. The sound master checks the answer on the card and places it face down. Once that's done, the sound master must stand up and clasp their hands behind their back and must keep them there for the remainder of the round. The 1-minute timer is flipped and the round begins. The sound master must now get their team to guess the answer on the card by using sound and movement only. The sound master can interact with things or people, but can't indicate towards something that is the word or scene on the card. For example, if the answer is toaster, you can't gesture towards it. Only onomatopoeia, words that imitate a sound, such as oink, bang, and squeak, are allowed. No other words are acceptable. This is a sound-based game, so make sounds. You can only unclasp your hands from behind your back when flipping the next category card. The sound master may pass on a category card at any time, but will give a point to the other teams when it comes time to score. Play continues until the timer runs out, and then passes to the next team in a clockwise direction. All players must rotate being the sound master. During play, cards can be thrown down on the table, and then the score can be added up at the end of each round. Do not waste time trying to score during the round. This is a fast-paced game. All in. If the sound master rolls the all in, all teams can guess in that round. The sound master chooses one category and plays until the timer runs out. All teams can guess the answers. First team to guess correctly gets the points. If multiple teams guess the answer at the same time, then the points get allocated to each team that answered it correctly. All teams continue guessing until the timer runs out. Once the round is complete, play passes to the next team. Lifelines. Each team is given 4 lifelines at the start of the game, 2 uncuff me and 2 steal. Lifelines can only be played once the timer starts. For uncuff me, the sound master can use their hands for the entire round. To do so, the sound master must ask their team for consent to use this card by yelling, "Uncuff me!" If their team agrees, they can release their hands. Once the uncuff me card is played, it can't be used again. Steal. Guess the answer during another team's round if you think you know what their sound master is doing. You must yell, "Steal!" and make your guess immediately. You only get 1 guess attempt. If you are correct, you get the points on the card. You also get to keep the steal card so that you can use it again in the same round or in another. If you are wrong, the card is dead and can't be used again. The round continues until the timer is up. The score. Now comes the scoring. Each card has points allocated based on difficulty, 1 point being the least difficult and 3 points being the hardest. For every correct answer, the corresponding points from each card goes to that team. But If you've made a mistake, 1 point is given to the other teams for each card that was passed, if you unclasped your hand from behind your back, if you indicated directly towards something that makes the word or scene on the card, if you used a word other than an onomatopoeia, if you used onomatopoeia that forms part of the word or scene on the card, or if you didn't make a sound at all and only used movement. This is not charades. At the start of the game, choose a target score. We recommend a minimum of 30 points. Once the target score is reached by a team, make sure all teams have had the same number of turns playing Soundmaster. After the same amount of turns, if only one team has reached or passed the target score, they are the winner. If, however, multiple teams reach or pass the target score, those teams enter a tiebreaker round. The next Soundmaster in line must play an all-in round, and the first team to guess the correct answer wins. Now go make some noise with that sound game. Wait, do you only have 2 people and still want to get noisy? 2-player mode. Play as a team and try to reach 30 points in just 15 minutes. To begin, roll the dice to select the category and flip the 1-minute timer. Each person takes turns being the Soundmaster. No lifelines are available. Just like the team game, you are penalised for each card passed or each mistake made in a round. In 2-player cooperative, you will need to take a point off the score for each error made in a round. Now go get loud. That sound game. A noisy game for weird people.